Well, still staying on the impact of insurgency on education in Borno State, we're now joined on the news at 10 by Borno State's Commissioner for Education, Mr. Lawan Wakilbe, to give us some more answers to questions raised in that report. He joins us from our Borno studio. It's great to have you on the news at 10. Well, it's quite sad to see children of post-primary school age barely having access to secondary education in all 7 official IDP camps in Maiduguri. Can you tell us why is that so?
All right. Thank you very much for having me. First of all, what I want you to know is that an emergency can only be classified as a disaster when it exceeds the coping capacity of the system. The insurgency, which has lasted for 10 years, had like 2 million people displaced at its peak, hundreds of thousands of children out of school, and about 56,000 orphans. This has become a major source of concern to His Excellency Professor Babagana Umara Zulum, Executive Governor of Borno State, when he took over office. So His Excellency had a two-pronged solution to this problem. One is to site day technical secondary schools in areas where the IDP camps are located. An example is one of the schools commissioned by Mr. President on the 17th of July. One will ask why technical? It is His Excellency's vision that after fulfillment of basic education, the children that will be enrolled from IDP camps into those schools will have relevant technology which will develop their skills and give them self-reliance. Two, there are children that are completely overgrown. They grew up in those camps and they had no access to school. So what the Borno State government is doing is to enroll them into our numerous vocational enterprise institutes. And this will now give them an opportunity for a kind of non-formal training in numerous skills.
But clearly this is still a major challenge, I mean, in spite of some of those measures which you have reeled out. So how serious exactly is this situation in the IDP camps, and just how many children are currently attending classes?
Well, I don't have an accurate figure for now, but there are numerous schools. But you have to understand also that the Borno State government has also done its own effort to improve access and mainstreaming. In the last 2 years, it has built 16 mega schools of 60 and 30 classroom capacities, built 432 classrooms in 48 schools, and has rehabilitated 39 schools, all in a bid to create more access and mainstream these children you are talking about in numerous IDP camps.
So if you could just give us an insight into future plans, because listen to some of those children, they clearly have a desire to go to school, and clearly it's not working out. So with the current resettlement drive of the Borno State government, what is the education plan for these conflict-affected children, particularly those ones that, as I speak now, do not have access to that education?
Well, like I said, so many schools have been built, so many schools have been rehabilitated, all in a bid to create a kind of second chance for them so that they will be able to continue with their schools where it has been disrupted. But you have to understand that there are those of them who are above school age. And like I said, our plans for such children is to enroll them into our various vocational training programs so that they will have the desired skills so that they could have a second chance even through the blue-collar job line.
Well, Mr. Lawan Wakilbe, the Borno State Commissioner for Education, thank you for sharing your thoughts with us on the news at 10.